Today we're going to do standing poses and working around the environment that we have. So today I'm going to use the beams, which for you could be the door frames or it could be any type of support where you can place the hands to release the shoulders and to work on our lower backs. So we're going to place the palms onto the beams and you come onto the toes. And I'm going to allow myself to come forward, but the shoulders are resistant and going backwards. Bringing the chin up, relaxing the eyes, biting the ears, bringing your awareness back to the breath, taking deep breaths from the belly all the way up to your collarbones, and exhaling from the collarbones down to your breath. And this is really good preparation for any poses that require shoulder openers like downward dog, handstands or headstands. As you're opening but also strengthening the area around your joints. And this is also very good to feel some lower back muscles. And clasp the hand up into your hips. Coming to Asana. So feet together. Bring the big dips forward, interlace them, push the palms away, and come in Y.our. Push the fingertips up. Roll the palms further up. Engage in your face. Draw the shoulder blades back and down, and the ears to be in between your arms. Relax the neck, bring the chin slightly further up. Relax the arms. Exhale. Again, come behind you, change the interlace of the fingers, draw the collarbones back, send hands around you, and then clap. You can feel a pleasant digging sensation in the middle part of your spine. To Tadasana again. Bringing the arms forward, changing the interlace of the fingers, pushing the hands away, inhaling, come up. As the hips to your feet push down and go down from the belly up to your hands. It's going up. And the reason why we do this counter pose, counting, is so we can create extension in our spine. It's like you're on a torture machine where somebody is dragging the upper part of your body up and the lower part of your body down on their back. It makes you taller. Downside is painful. Use the hands. Tadasana. Konasana, so reverse breath. So you're going to bring the palm of your hands up here, behind your shoulder blades. And then, instead of doing this action, you're going to use your shoulders to draw the palms in together. Squeeze the palms of the hands together through the action of drawing the shoulders back. So you widen the collarbones. It's really good to release tension in your forearms and in your wrists. It's also really good because the hands are pressing into your dorsal spine, forcing that release in the dorsal spine into our chest, so the chest can go up and the shoulders can go down. So think of it like a circle. You're pushing the spine, the dorsal spine in, the chest goes up, something needs to come down, and that's your shoulders. And the shoulders go down, therefore there's more space in your dorsal spine, so the chest can go further up, and therefore the shoulders can relax more. You might notice that my right shoulder is leaning in. That's because I have an injury there. So my awareness is to bring the shoulder back, to open it, and to press the heel of my right hand where I have another injury. against the left hand. So your hands start going a bit numb. Bring yourself back into the last side. Can you bring the hand on your hip? I'm going to step back to come into and come to Y.our 1 first. So what I'm doing here, I'm imagining somebody has grabbed my left leg and is pulling it back. So I'm bringing my left hip forward, or somebody's pulling my left leg back. I'm pressing into my left heel, not into my toes. And when I have that connection, then I start exhaling and bringing my right knee down into a 90-degree bend. My hands on my hips are kind of reminding my pelvis to tuck down. And here I can feel a really nice stretch from the ball, or actually from the arch of my foot all the way up into my quads, up into my ligaments, and especially in the back part of my knee. With each inhalation, I remind my chest and my spine to go up, and also my chin. And with each exhalation, I press deeper into my left heel and stronger into my right heel, so then I can sink my hips further down, and therefore allow the right knee to come forward. It's fine.
This is the second time in 2 days that you've done this to me. You're creating stress in my life.
There you go. I've got a purpose now.
No, forget that one. Enjoy.
Already fed the cats. Already fed the cats. Yeah, better and from happy. But...
For the first time today.
Yeah. feel a good extension from the outer edge of my thigh all the way into my hip flexor. And exhale, I'm going to push into my right heel, extend my right leg, twist to go to the side. Vikonasa. So already I'm going to bring the hands on my hips and draw the collarbones away from my knees, making them wider. And the idea is not to pinch the shoulders behind. So this is the action of me pinching the shoulders. This is the action of me extending the shoulders. So I'm making the chest a bit wider, bringing the sternum up, and digging the dorsal spine in. So when we did Padottanasana, reverse prayer pose, we were opening, we were sending the dorsal spine in so we can open the chest. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm allowing that action to happen. And the hands on my pelvis remind me of how to gain that action. So I'm drawing the elbows in, and in doing so, the collarbones and shoulders come with. When I turn with my pelvis, my back foot turns as well at 45 degrees, so I can face forward. Now, if you have any injuries or it's very stiff in your ligaments, you might notice that your heel comes up from the floor. So if the heel is just about touching the floor, just put your mind into it and press the heel down and slowly start adjusting the hips so they face the front of the room. If the heels are not pressing, or put some support like a door stopper or a blanket or a cushion, like a cushion now, something hard that your heel can press into. It's important to get that feedback from your heel. So again, here the hands on my hips remind me to open the chest and to send the tailbone down and to lengthen the top of the crown all the way down to my sacrum. I'm imagining as if there's a rope or a person grabbing my leg, rolling my thigh out and pulling my leg back. And in that action, I exhale and draw the left knee forward, allowing my hips to sink closer and closer to the ground. I'm not letting go of the connection with my heel, the spreading of the arch in my foot. And my focus, my awareness is on my breath, and the focus like a mantra. It's making sure I'm engaging everything. The reason why it's useful to engage everything is we get to lengthen and extend more muscles. And the more we extend, the greater the release. And the greater the release, the calmer our body and mind has become. This pose is also very good to lengthen not only the ligaments but also your calves. And again, if you are struggling with balance like I am right now, it's really good to reinforce the ankle there. I would say most people would suffer from imbalance. So if you had an injury, a sprain or break, this is very good to practice because it's forcing the outside edge of my foot to connect with the floor. When my right foot has a tendency of just dipping into the left side due to the break. And now I can feel this extending all the way, not only onto the side of my thigh, but also all my quad is engaged and is being stretched here. So the more you stay in that pose, the more you realize how much more release you can get. I can start feeling that it's releasing in my left glute as well. So if you can stay in that pose for 5 to 10 minutes, within 3-4 minutes you start working on your fascia, which is to release deep tension. If you stay 5 to 10 minutes, you can really start gaining the benefits of each asana. Preferably, you can close your eyes as you don't need to see anything outside. All the awareness is within. However, if you're struggling with balance, that could be a challenge. When we come into Trikonasana, the same thing is happening to my right leg. I have a rope or person pulling my right leg back. The ball on my foot is pressing, and the arch of my foot is spreading. So now we're going to do a few variations of Uttanasana. Keeping the legs hip width apart. So hip width apart, engaging with Tadasana feet. Inhaling, raising the hands up. Exhaling, rounding forward with the hands. When you come to a flat back at 90 degrees, lift the toes so the balance is on the ball of the feet. Bring the hands on your hips. Exhale. Tap. Allow the hands to either touch the floor, or you can interlace the hands around your head. Bring the hands back on your hips. Up and up to a flat back. Inhale. Raise yourself. So when I'm down, I'm rotating the pelvis up so my spine can go down. So it's less about pushing the chest. It's more a question of the lower back. It's more about your glutes going up and your spine going down. So again, that idea of a circle. If something lifts, something will go down. Now we're going to do a slightly different variation. What can I do? So this time we're going to use the yogi lock, so we're interlacing the fingers around the big toe. You press into the big toe, you connect the thumb with your fingers, and when you come down, you're going to expand the shoulders, creating that opening in dorsal spine as you did in Pashmina Padottanasana. You're going to create that opening in your chest, and then you're going to release the head down. So inhale, raise the hands. Exhale, forward, forward. Interlace the fingers around your big toe. And bring the spine as close to your knees as possible. When you come to your max, bring the elbows out to the sides. Pull the shoulders away from your ear. Press.
and pull the fingertips up when the toes are pressing down. And that allows a nice extension. So the idea is that I'm sending my spine forward, and I'm digging in my dorsal spine, and that action allows my hips to push back and my forward spine to go, and my top of my spine to go forward. And again, I'm creating that releasing here. So I'm trying to connect this part of my back. So from a flat back, keeping that extension, I'm slowly going to extend forward. Open the shoulders. Right. Stop. And turn. And the hands into your hips. And exhale. Whoa. That's